First of all, John, how are you feeling after Saturday?
So delicate, two words to describe it. It was a tough night's work, but like I say, even though I wasn't at my best on Saturday night, I managed to pull it out and get a win, which is the most important thing. So, like I say, I'm just looking at the tape and see what I think of it, but I'm just going to put it behind me and just put it down to not being active in the last 7, 8 months. So, like I say, it was a tough night's work, but I managed to come through and get the win, which is the most important thing.
Have you watched it yet?
No, I haven't watched it yet.
Right. Um, like you say, it was a case of you've been so inactive, haven't you, for the last since you won the British title, really, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you said beforehand you thought that could be a bit of a problem, didn't you?
Yeah, I had a feeling going into the fight it was going to be a problem. I tried to put it to the back of my mind and go out there and try and be impressive, but in sparring, in training camp before the fight, yeah, I just struggled getting shots off, and I was walking onto shots and stuff and getting caught. My defence was a bit sloppy, but like I say, I've just managed to get the win out. I found a way to win, even though I wasn't at my best, and I'm just going to put it behind me now. Get back in the gym next week and just build on that, build the fitness, and I'm sure I'll be miles better next time out.
All the best sportsmen, they always say, sometimes you've got to know how to win ugly, haven't you? That's
That's
it.
it, yeah. Winning ugly, and that's what I did. It's all right saying that sometimes I can go out there and look $1 million, and everyone will be singing your praises, but even when I'm not $1 million, I'm not at my best. It's managing to grind out that win, which is what I did there on Saturday night. So like I say, I'm just going to build on this for the fitness, and hopefully I'll be better next time out.
We must remember, of course, you did win. You have extended your record. It's 31 now without defeat. It's the longest in Britain. There are plenty of positives, aren't there? Second successful defence of the European title.
Definitely, like I say, it's the first time I've got 12 rounds under my belt as well,
Yeah.
so I'm pleased about that. He's a very tough, durable kid. I did land some good shots in there, but he took them well. And like I say, even though I wasn't at my best, I was winning ugly, and it's being able to do that when you're not at your best. It's being able to go out there and perform and manage to grind out the win, which is what I did. And I'm looking at some big fights now this year, and whoever front lines up for me next, I'm sure I'll be better at.
Looking to the future, there was a lot of talk about Kevin Mitchell before the fight. Kevin Mitchell was at ringside. He says he wants to fight. Frank Warren clearly wants you to fight. Are we going to see that fight?
I think so, yeah. I think that's what it's looking at now. Me and Kevin, but it's a fight we fancied anyway, and if Kevin wants it, we'll have it, and I'll look forward to that fight. It'll be a fight I can really sink my teeth into.
It's a fight you wanted last year, wasn't it? You were all up for it then.
All the way through my career, I feel like the fights when we've wanted them, we ain't got them, but when it suits the other opponent better, we always seem to get them. It's a similar situation with John Faxton. But if you have to fight Kevin Mitchell to get the world title shot, then so be it. I'll fight him. I'll knock him out.
Well, similar to John Thaxton, it was eventually on his terms, wasn't it, that you got in the ring, but you made pretty light work of him, didn't you?
Well, that's it, yeah. I think when I fought Faxton, I'd had another long break before the fight with Lawton, and then I bounced into the Faxton fight, and I think that's a similar situation what you'll see here. It's been a long break. I've got like 12 rounds under my belt, and I'll get back into training, and I'll bounce into the Mitchell fight, and you'll see a different animal altogether in there.
That would be a very different fight, wouldn't it, Mitchell, than the fight that you just fought last weekend. Have you ever fought anyone like Mitchell?
He's orthodox. I think he's a converted southpaw, so he's very strong left-handed, but he is very good and he hits very hard. But at the same time, I'm prepared to deal with it. I've got to bring him the necessary sparring, and what we need to do, we'll be meticulous about it. And Joe Gallagher, he's a very good trainer. He'll work out a strategy for us to come up and defeat him.
Now, you will have seen the Katsidis-Mitchell fight. Does that sort of thing give you encouragement? Because you're probably liking yourself a bit to Katsidis. You're getting close. You like a brawl, don't you?
Definitely. I've watched the fight. It was only the other day actually. I watched the fight, and with these shots that Katsidis throws, which I throw myself. So, Mitchell is there to be it, and he'll say the same about me. So, I'm sure as long as it lasts, it'll be exciting for you and for the people that are watching it.